So where does this leave David Cameron's claim that Britain's mission to bring security to Afghanistan has been accomplished? The Prime Minister, who was on a surprise visit to the British base in Helmand province in southern Afghanistan, said the country was no longer a haven of terror. British troops, he claimed, could leave with their heads held high. But is a peaceful future for the country really assured? Our political editor, Gary Gibbon, reports.
David Cameron was in Afghanistan to see forces who'll be serving there through Christmas and to mark the complete withdrawal of all British combat forces next year. He was asked if the British left with mission accomplished. He said yes, I think they do.
Our troops can leave with their heads held high, a job well done, and a promise kept. We promised that we wouldn't stay after 2014 in a combat role, and we won't be staying. Our troops will be coming home.
Mission accomplished is a phrase made toxic by this moment, when President George W. Bush said job done in Iraq 42 days after the Iraq conflict had begun, and as it turned out, 3,153 days before the last US combat troops came home.
In the Battle of Iraq, the United States and our allies have prevailed.
David Cameron said the mission was making sure Afghanistan was not a haven for Al-Qaeda. But the man who commanded the NATO fleet when forces first attacked Afghanistan says that was achieved in the first year, and the 11 years since have been a mistake.
I think it'll be seen as a strategic error and something that was not actually handled well at the strategic and operational level. At the tactical level and maybe the lower operational level, our military performed brilliantly, and I think we should be very proud of them for that. But I think it was a mess generally.
It wasn't just the word accomplished that was being challenged, but the idea that British policy in Afghanistan had been guided by one consistent mission.
I think it is slightly strange to regard this as having been a single mission, because in 2001 it was one thing, which was counter-terrorism. Then it became two missions, counter-terrorism and nation-building. Then it became an integrated nation-building mission. And for a while it was to build a Switzerland in South Asia, and then it became a mission, well, more or less to leave it the way we found it. And what I suspect we're doing now with Afghanistan is giving it a fighting chance of success for the coming years. And if a fighting chance is the best we can say, and that's what our Defence Secretary said to the Commons some time ago, then that seems a rather strange outcome after 12 years of fighting.
The Prime Minister launched a British-Afghan football partnership while he was at the British military base, Camp Bastion.
Hi, sir.
So which is this your team?
No, I'm the referee, sir.
You're the referee? Oh, right,
yeah.
okay. So we got some abuse marked out for you later then.
Probably a bit less abuse than most referees. David Cameron insisted that even if there was, as some predict, a surge in violence here around the time of April's elections, British forces would still be returning from Afghanistan on time.
And where's home for you?
5,200 of them coming home by the end of next year.